Hey YouTube, it's Bahllin9. I'm here to make another video, but not just another video like I have been. I'm not discounting my other videos, but in the beginning they were kind of shitty. They were on my laptop, my school laptop that was bought back in 2008, and the camera wasn't that great. But I want to try to start my own segment on my channel. I've noticed that a lot of people that I follow have started their own segments, and I think that's pretty dope. So I'm going to try to go ahead and follow suit, but I want to try to do my own thing here. Do a little spin-off of what everybody else is doing. And I want to start a segment called, it's going to be called Story Time. And I kind of like how each one of my pairs of shoes kind of has a story behind, the purchase or the wear. There's always that one story behind a pair of shoes that you can it's like time stops when you think of that pair of shoes. You can take yourself back to a moment in time when you were wearing a certain pair. And I'm going to try to do that with each and every one of these. So if you guys can hang tight with me through this ride, I think you'll find, you'll hear some pretty interesting stories and maybe find out a little bit about me that you definitely don't know. So I'm going to start the segment off with the Nike Air Max 90 in the infrared colorway. I want to start this segment off with this shoe because I attribute this shoe to my my collection you see behind me here. Because if I was sitting in the library one day and I was studying more or less, as you can see, but I kind of veered off and I bought these as kind of like an early birthday present for me. My birthday is in November, and these were released, let's see, the tag on them says January production to May. So I think I got these shortly after they released on, and I got them on Finish Line. And like I said, I bought them in the library, and I was tracking them ever since I bought them. But what really sticks out with me with these shoes is the number 850. And no, that's not how much I paid for them. And no, they're not limited to any number. But $850 is the amount that I had to pay for an alcohol class when I was in college. Yeah, you can say that I did get a little crazy. I threw a little too many shots back. So I'm going to just take you through the story about these. So I threw a little too many back, like I said. I woke up to a cop asking me to sign a ticket. It was a public intoxication ticket, and it was the Miami University Police. And that's where I went to school, and that's where I graduated from. Yeah, thanks to you, dickhead, I had to pay $850. But anyways, during the alcohol class, I was tracking these babies, and they just so happened to arrive during the lunch break, because it was a 6-hour class, and the lunch break was at the time that the packages got delivered to the university mail room. So, I skipped lunch, and I went ahead and scooped these up from the local post office there. And I opened them up right there in class, not giving two shits about the, the stuff that they were trying to teach us, how we rebels are in college. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of like the number I'm going to remember with these. I went out to the bar, and I had probably, at least upwards of 10 shots of, I think it was like some kind of Smirnoff vodka, but, I think I had about 10, and I don't even remember walking uptown to the bar. I do remember getting into the bar, though, and not feeling too well. You know how everything starts spinning, and you start getting a little crazy. So I removed myself from the bar, which I pat myself on the back from that. And I remember I was kind of stumbling back home, and I didn't have my keys or my wallet. I gave my keys to my now girlfriend, I believe, and I gave my wallet to my residential advisor, because he was one of my good friends. And it just so happens that my swipe key to get into my dorm was in my wallet. So here I was, drunk as a skunk, sitting outside of my dorm. I don't remember anything, but I guess I got inside, and I couldn't get into my dorm, so I just laid outside of my door. And I guess I threw up on myself a little bit, and that's when the cop, go figure, was escorting a minor down the steps to take him to his room when he found me on the floor there. And I was only a month from 21, but this kid was 17. all they did was give him a slap on the wrist and empty all his beer, but they write me a $850 ticket, it turned out. So after they get me inside, they put me on the top bunk, and I guess they said that wasn't going to be safe for me. So I woke up on the floor on my mattress with the cop asking me to sign a ticket for public intoxication. And then the classes went on, and then I got these. So that was a pretty cool night, I guess, when you look back on it. My wallet doesn't think so, but those are just the kind of things that you look back on if you ever go to college, or if you were in college. Those kind of stories kind of stick out as being like one of those nights. And that's what I'll always think of when I look at these. I know they're nothing, special in the realm of shoes, but to me, the story behind them is what makes them kind of special to me. So I'm going to end it off with that. That's kind of going to be what this segment's going to be all about. They're going to be some short stories behind the shoes here. And if you would, go ahead and comment if you have any story similar to that, or just a story in general, if you don't mind leaving like a video response, or just go ahead and comment if you have any crazy stories about a sneaker. You can even use this this format for yourself. Just make sure you give me a little bit of credit and go ahead and shout me out in your video. So for Bahllin, this is me. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna come back at you here shortly with another video with another shoe, another segment, and another story. Until then, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you liked it. That way I can see what kind of feedback I'm gonna get. Go ahead and leave a comment, like I said. And until next time, peace.